In second generation form, Vauxhall's Grandland offers the full EV drivetrain its predecessors lacked. It borrows everything from its Stellantis group cousins, but clothes the STLA platformed mechanicals with a very Vauxhall-orientated interpretation of what a modern mid-sized EV crossover should be.
As we filmed, Vauxhall was only offering this model in 213 PS, single motor, 73 kWh battery form. This is a variant which offers up to 323 miles of range. There's 345 newton meters of torque, with 0 to 62 taking 9 seconds on the way to 106 miles an hour. You also get 3 drive modes, Eco, Normal and Sport, plus there are 3 brake regeneration settings too, operated by steering wheel paddle shifters. You can see at a glance that this is a very different kind of Grandland. It showcases the new era of design language from Vauxhall, which was previewed by the brand's experimental concept of 2022, intended to position this car as electric first visually. It's a boxy shape, 19mm taller than previous generation model was, and there's no attempt at the kind of swept back SUV coupe body style which is currently in vogue in the segment. If you happen to be familiar with the original Grandland, then the first thing you'll notice in profile is this one's a lot bigger, 173mm longer, thanks to the new STLA medium architecture. At the front, a single, very pronounced central bonnet ridge flows down into the slab-sided front end. This sports a new three-dimensional version of Vauxhall's usual visor nose, with a transparent structure housing lighting elements and the illuminated Griffin badge. There's a similar effect at the rear, where three-dimensional tail lamps in a clear acrylic casing sit within a full-width lighting element that includes illuminated Vauxhall script and which emphasises this second-generation model's 64mm of extra body width. So Vauxhall exterior design has clearly moved on. Will the same be true inside? As you approach the car, most models greet you with a welcome lighting sequence that sees the Vauxhall badges front and rear light up. And the interior feels tech-orientated too. The cabin is dominated by a screen fest that we now all expect from a car of this size these days. What it doesn't feel is very Vauxhall. It's all very angular, with a wide central screen that makes no attempt to combine with the much narrower instrument display, and a bewildering variety of surface finishing too. At first glance, the weirdly shaped Griffin badged steering wheel is the only brand recognisable feature in the cabin, although Vauxhall wants to point out that this interior does have one other unique touch, the so-called Pixel box. This is fitted above base trim. It's basically a specially designed cubby for your smartphone with a built-in wireless charger there, and also a Perspex lid which illuminates when you leave the car, which is to remind you not to leave your handset in there. Time to take a look in the back. Vauxhall says the extra body length here allows for an extra 20mm of legroom for rear-seated folk, which is certainly something you'll feel if you've graduated up from the previous generation model. As you'd hope, the extra body height aids headroom too, which actually gets better if you have a top variant like this one, which is fitted with the optional panoramic glass roof. Let's finish with a look at luggage space, which is exactly the same for this electric model as it is for the hybrid version. Shopping trips might give your arm muscles a bit of a workout, because this powered tailgate is only fitted with this top spec ultimate trim. It rises to reveal a 550 litre boot, which is 36 litres larger than it was on the previous generation model, but it's still smaller than you get with some other class rivals. An adjustable height boot floor here is provided, and there's lots of storage space beneath that. As for Grandland electric charging, well, a little surprisingly, the STLA medium platform hasn't been engineered with the 800-volt architecture, which would enable use of the latest breed of ultra-rapid DC public chargers. But with its 400-volt system, the Grandland electric can charge at up to 160 kilowatts. That allows for a 20 to 80% charge in 30 minutes, with a charging rate of 2.4 kilowatt hours per minute at its peak, at which point 62 miles of range are added every 10 minutes. If you're AC charging from home using a 7.4 kilowatt wall box, then a full spell of battery replenishment will need 6 hours 45 minutes. If you're able to use the 3-phase supply and an 11 kilowatt wall box, then you can reduce that to 4 hours 30 minutes. There's little point in us trying to guide you in whether you should choose this Grandland electric in preference to the EV versions of its Peugeot 3008, Citroën C5 Aircross or Jeep Compass Stellantis cousins. It's the same car with different packaging, which you'll either like or you won't. Whether this EV Grandland is a better choice than mid-sized EV crossovers from other mainstream brands, though, is a more relevant question. It can't match the spacious practicality of a Renault Scenic E-Tech Electric or a Skoda Enyaq. It can't match the trendiness of a Polestar 2 or a Cupra Tavascan or the 800-volt ultra-fast charging system of a Hyundai Ioniq 5 or a Kia EV6. But it looks very good against blander rivals like the Nissan Ariya, the Toyota BZ4X and the Volkswagen ID4. So there's probably room in the market for this Vauxhall. That said, with the state of things EV right here and right now, we'd be tempted, if the Grandland was our preferred segment target, to save the electric model's substantial price premium and choose the PHEV version, or more likely, the 48-volt mild hybrid model instead. If it's an EV, it has to be in this class though. This one definitely merits a place on your shopping list.